Hello, this is Kurosh Galation with the serial number of 1014386889, and I'm going to demonstrate Lab 2 of Game 2014. In this lab, we were basically creating a 2D game on uh, an Android device, like a mobile device, and we have a player. I have three enemies, namely by enemy UFO, and the player has its own player movement. We have a background that's scrolling and it has the scrolling movement as well as the enemies that they have the enemy behavior script on them attached. So I'm just going to run the program on Unity now, and this is how we're going to be look like. The enemies are basically like moving around, and when the player gets hit by the enemies, the message player got hit by UFO will be displayed. And in the codes we have a player movement. It's basically uh, pretty much, first of all, let me just explain it from the boundaries. We create a structure in boundaries, float main and max, and then we use this structure components in the player and enemy behavior. And as you can see here, we have a speed, we have a touch screen move, which is pretty much just calculating the destination by any place that we put the mouse in, and we transform the position slowly to the position that the mouse is going, and as well as checking the boundaries whether the player is inside the boundary of the tablet or the device that we are playing on it. And the trigger enter 2D for just checking whether is it getting hit by the enemies or no. And the scroll background is also using the uh, component to see whether we should just like scroll the background upward and downward again. And in the enemy behavior, we have a kind of reset, which is we're gonna call it start for the first time. It's gonna like reset the position of the enemy, and then through the whole update, we're basically gonna change the change the position of the enemy, and then restarting it at the end. So this is how the game is gonna was looking like in the Unity, and now I'm just gonna build and run it on the LDP player. Till that gets done, this is my repository. All the changes I made, and these are the other changes that I need to push. These are all the changes that I made for this assignment, and yes. So this means like the Android load cast is already playing, and you can see here an LPP player, the players moving around, getting hit by the enemies, and pretty smoothly. Enemies just like moving like a zigzag. And yes, that's all for Lab 2.